I'm not even going to get into the science of it all.
Is that probably because it proves you wrong? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Biopilot Arms. So I was scrolling the TikTok and I found a video that straight up infuriated me because I really don't like liberals who say things about guns that they don't really know anything about. But you know what infuriates me more than that? Second Amendment advocates who say that they are Second Amendment advocates, but clearly do not advocate for the Second Amendment, or they say things that are completely against the Second Amendment. So let's just roll the tape, shall we?
They want to repeal the $200 tax on pew-pew silencers.
Yes. And?
They want to cut food from SNAP. Funds from SNAP. They want to cut food for kids. But they want to repeal. Who needs a silencer? Who?
Me, I need a silencer. Also, what exactly does SNAP benefits have to do with the $200 tax stamp? Is she under the impression that the $200 tax from the tax stamps goes towards SNAP benefits? Because it doesn't. A majority of it, I believe, goes toward conservation. If maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it goes to conservation. You know what? It's the government. They put all the money in one account and just pay out to random shit. So who knows? I guess. Maybe. But let's just assume that it was going to SNAP benefits. I don't care. I don't care that SNAP benefits are going to have less money because we're going to be eliminating the $200 tax stamp. Because guess what? My rights are not for sale. The government has no business in taxing my rights. You know, I think it was like Thomas Jefferson that said, tax this dick. Or, something like that. You know what? It might have been George Washington. No, you know what? George Washington said, register this ass. Yeah.
Who? I'm a 2A advocate. I am a 2A advocate, but who needs a silencer?
I just really can't stand these people who say that they're 2A advocates and then say stuff like that. Like, who needs? It's not about needing, Grandma. My point is, quite simply, ma'am, this is America, okay? And it's not about whether or not I need a suppressor or not. It's because I want it, okay? And you have no business in telling me what I can and cannot want and or own. Thank you. Now, I stumbled upon a second video by her because I decided to look at her page, and people had pointed out to her that it's not a silencer, it's a suppressor, okay? And she goes on to say this.
Clearly, I need to make an entirely separate video that points out that suppressors and silencers are used interchangeably, so spare me the semantics, first of all.
Ma'am, we point this out because there's actually, legal terms, and words mean things.
Second, there are plenty of hearing protection options that don't include modifications to said weapons.
Is she talking about Hearing Pro? Most people just wear Walker headsets or whatever, but technically you're supposed to wear earbuds in your ear and the Walker ear Pro, because I don't know if you've had this, but I have tinnitus because I am super bad at this. And I don't wear the inner ear pro, and I just wear the Walkers on the outside. But if you've ever gone to a range and you wear a backwards hat like I am, or literally anything like that, then you know that they don't seal properly when you do that. And so there's a little gap here that really you should be wearing the earbuds in order to, fight that. But, some people don't. You know what would help with that? Is if, you had a suppressor.
So, please, grow up. Be realistic. The argument that it's for hearing protection is BS.
What? But that's literally what they were designed for. They were literally designed to lower the sound by multiple decibel levels so that way it is quieter to protect your hearing. Ma'am, do you read? Do you read books? Do you look into the things that you are talking about before you speak? Because that was idiotic. Also, I don't know about you, but in the middle of the night, I for sure am going to be like, wait, hold on. Bad guy, don't come into my room yet. I haven't put on my ear pro. Let me find it in my drawer. Oh, no. No. Bro, I'm literally just gonna be like, okay, let me grab my gun that already has a suppressor on it and shoot this guy who entered my house. Because guess what? I don't have time to look for my hearing pro. I definitely don't have time when I'm waking up half dazed to even think to grab the hearing pro. And, like, no, I'm just gonna grab the gun that has a suppressor on it because that is what most people will be using these for, is for home defense weapons where you don't have time and you don't even have the wherewithal to think about grabbing ear protection when somebody's barging into your house. No, you're just going to shoot them. And would I rather have a gun with no suppressor in my house or one with a suppressor? I would definitely rather have one with a suppressor so that way I don't blow my eardrums out because somebody else decided that they wanted to accost me.
There are plenty of hearing protection options. It's not the only way, and it's not... I'm not even going to get into the science of it all. I'm not going to... Yeah.
No one ever said that it was the only option. It's just the best option, ma'am. Okay? OSHA suggests addressing loud noise at the source through engineering controls, which involve physical changes to the noise source or the environment. This can include modifying equipment to reduce noise, using sound-absorbing materials, or isolating the noise source. Okay? Ma'am, that means that you engineer the freaking noise problem away. Okay? You know what that means, ma'am? That means that the earplugs are actually the second option, according to OSHA. Okay? Right? So, according to another government agency that oversees safety in the workplace, it says that the best option is to modify the equipment to reduce the noise. So, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you don't want to get into the science? Is that probably because it proves you wrong? Anyway, guys, that just pissed me off, and I really wanted to talk about it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think she's actually a 2A advocate, or do you think she's a liberal who's pretending to be a 2A advocate? I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that she's a liberal, just like everybody else. Or, sorry, leftist. She's a leftist who absolutely wants to take away the Second Amendment, or at the very best is a rhino or a conservative who doesn't actually believe in the fundamental values of this country. Anyway, guys, I love each and every one of you guys. You guys tell me what you think of the Hearing Protection Act in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.